Let's hear from people like you in the audience. We do calls via Discord. davidpakman.com/Discord is the place to get in touch with me. Let's go first today to Vince Vince is gone. That's too bad. Let's go to Jason from Toronto. Jason, you're on the air.
Dave, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Hey, it's a pleasure. I've been watching your show for a while now, and I want to say that thanks for taking my call and
Thank you.
awesome work on your end. What you do is invaluable, so I really appreciate that.
My pleasure.
Quick question for you. If Trump were still in power, how do you think he'd be handling the situation in Ukraine? Do you think he'd just fold his hands over the situation and keep the U.S. out of the situation to kind of appease his relationship with Russia, or how do you think he would approach it?
So I think this is a good question. In the lead up to the invasion, Trump would have placed heavy doubt on the intelligence about Russia massing troops at the border, about Russia imminently invading. He would have resisted that significantly early on, and he would have sowed distrust about the intelligence that pointed in that direction. And he would have said stuff like, why would Putin do this? I don't know. I don't think so. Putin denied it very strongly or whatever. That would be in the lead up. Once the invasion takes place, I think Trump would have similarly early talked about genius, savvy Putin, just like he did. But then as everybody around him starts to say, we've got to help Ukraine here. This is a war of aggression being waged by Putin. Putin's clearly the aggressor. We've got to do something. I think Trump would have reluctantly been kind of pulled into helping Ukraine in some way. And it would have been similar to when Trump on the day of the riots put out that statement saying it's time to go home. He's like, we love you. You're here for the right reasons, but it's time to go home. It would have been a similar sort of like reluctant help of Ukraine. That's the way I imagine it would have gone.
Yeah, and I'd appreciate that as well. I think NATO and the Western resolve against this or their position this would be greatly diminished had Trump still continued to hold the office there. So
True.
I'm kind of glad that we have somebody with a little bit more of a level head taking care of it, because I think it would be much different had he still been around. So
100%.
Thanks a lot for taking my call. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right. Very good to hear from you.